Let's quickly dash down to the southern part of Africa to tell you that the families of 2 Nigerians who were gunned down in South Africa are seeking justice following their death. Adeyemi Ismaila and Taiwo Raja were killed allegedly over a phone in Arcadia in Pretoria, where they were doing their business. The wives of the 2 Nigerians say they need the Nigerian government to intervene in the continued killings of Nigerians in South Africa. And now, News Central's correspondent, Bongani Siziba, is in Pretoria. I'm going to cross over to her to get more details. Hello, Bongani. Let's have you tell us what the situation is.
Good to see you, Lekon. It's a somber mood here. The Nigerian community in Arcadia, that is Pretoria, are unhappy about what happened to 2 fellow Nigerians who were gunned down just by a passerby. We understand when I was speaking to them that it was because of a phone that they did not take. So these 2 gentlemen, Adeyemi and Taiwo, were just selling by the hotel. If I could ask my cameraman, Sponelo Mkasibe, just to show you the hotel is just behind me. If you can see that hotel, so they used to sell by that hotel every night. They would sell sweet cigarettes and any other thing that they would be selling there. So one day when they were just there at night, one guy just came by and his phone allegedly was stolen, but they don't know. Actually, he knows who stole his phone, but he had then to shoot these 2 guys. But with me, it's Nigerian community here and the wife of Adeyemi, just to understand what exactly happened. Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you? Please, can you take us through what happened that night?
Truly speaking, I was in there, but I was sleeping because it was late. And then suddenly I heard a gunshot many times. First of all, it was 3 shots. And then after a few minutes, it was several shots. And then in a few minutes, I had a knock on my door. When I opened, it was my neighbor. Then they passed the message out to me. There's people who were shot in front of Capital Inn Hotel. And Papa Juna is also there, which is Adeyemi Akiwumi. So when I reached there, both of them, they were already dead. And I didn't know what really happened because I was not in the scene. And then when we tried to commit with the investigator, he explained what he saw on the camera. Actually, they didn't do anything. There was a group of the bus drivers enjoying in that same Capital Inn, and then they said they walked out. The suspect, he was hugged by a guy, and then at this very moment, the one that hugged the suspect, he took a phone from his pocket, and then he walked away. And then they saw him walking further steps, and then he searched himself. He found that his phone is no more there. And then he turned to us, our husband, then asked them, "Do you guys know the guy that he hugged me?" They said, "No, we don't know." And then he said, "Okay, I'll be back to you." And to me, it sounds so badly, because I know them that they will never steal or even kill a flies. So he went back where he was booked, the hotel 224, and then he got a gun with his hand, aiming what he want to do. Truly, he come front to them, he start to shoot the first man, and then he walk away again. He step back, he come back again to shoot Yemi. The first one, he was 5 bullets, and for Yemi, it was 4 bullets. So it seems like he used to do this. To me, this doesn't seem like an incident, or for the person that is the first time. He used to do this because at the court I heard that he has AK-47.
And they are looking for
and yes, the question is, what is he doing with those kind of guns?
And also, Mami, just to cut you short, you said you would like the Nigerian ambassador or the Nigerian government just to help, especially when it comes to killings of Nigerians in South Africa.
Yes, my people, our government. From now on, I won't be a South African. I'm ashamed to call myself a South African. I am a Nigerian. Call me names, I don't care. I don't care anymore. because these are our people. I am an African. And then end of the day, they will be killed, and then there will be no justice. What for? All I'm asking is a Nigerian government to stand and fight for our people. What about the future, our children? As I'm speaking with you, I left with two boys. They have questions. This morning, the 13 years boy said, "Mommy, I'm even scared to go to school. Is it a crime to be Nigerian? Why did they have to kill my father? What have they done? Mommy, am I safe? I feel that I'm not more safe." What kind of country is this? That a human being will be killed and then the suspect will just get a bail and walk freely. Like, seriously, I'm very angry. I'm too aggressive. This morning to my work, I just crack and cry because I still have questions. End of the day, the suspect is freely with his family. What about our children? Who cares about them? So I'm asking a Nigerian embassy to stand and fight for our people. They need to feel safe in this country, not to live like a fear people. All the time when they work, these people, they work for themselves. They never steal. They'll never steal. They're hardworking people. Whatever they earn, they work for it. But our government here in South Africa, they just let people to be killed and they won't even get any justice. But in this one, I swear to God Almighty, I need justice. I need justice, and I know the God that I'm serving, He will do justice for me and my children.
Thank you, Mama. Let me just bring in the cousin of the deceased. How are you feeling about the gunning down of your cousin?
Good afternoon. I'm not feeling happy, and I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. I sat down yesterday, I asked myself, don't we have a leader in Africa? Because this is African continent. And in this very African continent, the way they brutally black people in this very country is very bad. I was on the street yesterday, another guy saw me, he's a Nigerian guy. He said to me, he said, "I'm very sorry, I heard your uncle pass on." I said, "Thank you." He said, "But my own is very bad." I said, "What happened?" He said, "You know me with the 2 kids." He said, "Did you know they poisoned one of my child there at the school because he's a Nigerian?" And I feel like, what is this? We only hear Donald Trump fighting for the white Africans. Why we don't have black leadership in this very African continent that can stand for we African black people? Because this is very sad. When you go around this very Pretoria, you will be hearing a death of Nigerian, Somalian, Mozambique, Ethiopian. Is very sad. We are very tired of this, and we have a president, and Ramaphosa is the president, is UN president. Really? AU president. So why this is happening in South Africa, African continent? You can't work be free. When you work, when police find you are a Nigerian or you are not a South African, they have to say something about you. If they don't say you sell drug, they will find other thing to say. Is it everyone is selling drug? I myself, I don't know drug. I never see drug in my life. But when you step out, all what they know to say this, you said drug. So this is very sad. African leader, they must stand up. This killing in South Africa is too much. And we want the African leader to say something to Ramaphosa about this. They must learn how to respect foreigner. There's a foreigner in Nigerian. Yeah, there are a lot of foreigner in Nigeria. When you go to Nigerian, we Nigerian, we know white people as a foreigner. We don't know a black man as a foreigner in Nigerian. For me, growing up, when we are young, when we see a white people, we sing like this: Oyibo pepe, shuku shuku pepe, because we know them. They are a foreigner in African continent, not black people. A black man is very free in Nigerian. You can't treat a black man badly in Nigeria, you are going to be arrested. I believe in that. But in this very country, when a black people harass a black people, when you go to police station, police will ask you, what are you doing in this country? This is not your country. It's very sad. We need justice for this. And this very guy who killed my brother, this is not the first time. Yeah, I'm saying this. It's not the first time he has been killing people. Because when we are in court, the policeman said, he told the security that these people, they don't know me. When I come back, I'm going to show them who I am. And he came back, he showed them who he is. So we say we need justice for this.
Okay, thank you so much. Because of time, that's all we can take, Likon. But here, the Nigerian community, the families of the 2 Nigerians who were killed here are seeking justice because they say they are not happy that the alleged guy who killed these 2 Nigerians was given bail. But this also brings back the high crime rate in South Africa that has been talked about over and over. So this is not a case of only Nigerians being killed, but the crime rate in South Africa is high, and these families here are saying they are pleading with the Nigerian government, especially when it comes to the killing of Nigerians in South Africa, that he can speak to his counterpart, President Ramaphosa, about this. But for now, it's back to you in the studio, Lekon.
All right, we just hope that the Nigerian government and the South African government will be able to come together to find a way to stem the tide of incessant killings of foreign nationals in South Africa. Thank you so much, Bongani, for sharing this with us. Very touching.